Welcome everybody to today's lesson. In the previous one, we learned how to install WordPress on your live server or your hosting, and then also how to install WordPress on your local server. In today's lesson, we are going to look at the WordPress dashboard. So when we come over here, up here we have the WordPress logo, which gives us links to the WordPress website and information. So you can learn more about WordPress over here. You can visit the WordPress.org site where we downloaded the WordPress for offline installation, and then you can have a documentation over here. Here you can request for support, and then here you can also give your feedback. Over here we have the dashboard, then we have the home over here. Anytime you click on home, you'll be taken to this page anywhere you are on your WordPress backend. Anytime you click on home, you will be taken back to the home page of your WordPress dashboard. On the updates page, anytime updates are released for WordPress or the themes or the plugins which you're using, you are going to see a notification over here which you can follow to update your theme or the plugin or even the WordPress itself. When we look down here, we have the post option, so you can create posts, you can delete posts, you can manage everything over here, and then you can create categories for your post. Down here we have the media library, so when you go here you can see media items which you have uploaded onto your website, like music, pictures, and then other files. Down here you can just click and directly add a new file to your media library. Down here we have the pages option, which lets you create and manage pages. We have the comment section here, which lets you to manage comments that are left on the post which you have created. So over here we have the appearance option, and then underneath we have the theme. Primarily the theme controls the appearance and then the overall outlook of your website. You can add a new theme over here, or you can activate themes that have been already added. When you go to add a new theme, you can upload a new one. Over here we have the customize option, with which you can modify key elements of your website, such as the logo or the site icon, and then some other settings as well. Then here we have the widgets option, we have the menus option, we have the background option of the website, and then the themes file editor. Now when it comes to the theme file editor, it's quite a dangerous place to play if you are not familiar with coding or with working in PHP. If you make a little mistake, you can ruin your entire website. So it's a no-go area for those of you who are not into coding, or those of you who are not using PHP. Down here we have the plugins, and primarily the plugins control the functionality of your website. They help to extend the functionality of the website. So one thing about WordPress is that it was originally created for blogging or for news posting. When you go onto the home page, this is what you see. So primarily WordPress is meant to add posts, and then people read, they leave their comments. However, with the help of plugins, you can extend the functionality of your website from being just a blogging platform to create almost anything you want. Down here we have the user section, which you can use to create and manage the users on the website, as well as set their user roles. Then down here we have the tools option, we have the settings option, and then down here, if you notice, we have another thing showing here. It says light speed gauge. Now not everyone is going to have this thing, because this light speed gauge is a plugin that has been automatically installed by the hosting, and so depending on the server you are on, some of them are going to give you this plugin which will help to boost your website speed. And so if you are currently running on a live server and you don't have this light speed gauge, don't worry, it's just a plugin which you can also have other forms to install. On the right hand side, I also have my user profile over there. Next, let's continue to make our first tweaks when we have WordPress installed. And so anytime you install WordPress, just come over to the settings and then click on permalinks. So on this page, you are going to modify the link structure of your website. So by default, it is set to day and name, which gives us an example: findreporter.com/2022/02/16/sample post. So when I create a post titled Hello World, I'm going to have the URL to that post to be findreporter.com/2022/02/16/hello world. That is what I'm going to have. What we'll do is that we change it to post name. And so when I create a post titled Hello World, you're going to have the URL as findreporter.com/hello world. Now this becomes an easy to memorize URL for people, and so they don't have to worry about keeping numbers to be able to access content on your website. When you're done, you just scroll down and click on Save Changes. The next thing we are going to do now is to go ahead and install a custom theme. So just head over to Appearance and then click on Themes. Now these are the themes that have already been installed on the website. So just go to Add New, and then we are going to have a list of themes showing up from the WordPress library. So you can scroll through them, look for a theme that you feel is gonna be okay with you. When you like it, you can install. So we have themes for different purposes. However, we are going to install a particular theme known as Oqta. So when you scroll through, you can find it over here. If you don't find it, just search it in the search bar: ASTRA. Alright, so we have several of matching themes over here. Let's just scroll down and then click on install. Great. So Oqta has been installed on our website. Now let's go to the home page and refresh. Let's see if anything will happen. Wow. After installing the theme, nothing changes. Remember, I said earlier that the theme controls the appearance and then the look of your website. For the theme to work, you have to activate it. Now we have Oqta theme activated. Now let's go back to our home page and refresh again. Alright, so now we have a different look of the website. So what we are going to do next is to install demo data. Most themes comes with pre-built website templates which you can import onto your websites, customize it, and then you begin to use it. However, after installing demo data, we will go ahead to learn how to design the website from scratch. So let me just go here and click on Oqta options. Alright, so here I am on the Oqta dashboard, and there are lots of things I can do over here. However, I'm going straight. When you look over here, it says what? Install importer plugin. Now that is the plugin that will help you to install the demo data that has been provided by the theme. So let's just click here to install it, and it's activating. Alright, so now it's done, and it's giving us a list of websites over here to import onto our website. So you can just choose whatever you want. If you want a website that is about transport, you just click there and you choose. So it will filter the templates by that. If you go to professional services, it's going to give you something similar. If you come to personal sites, it will give you something similar. So over here, let's just go to professionals and click on Let's just go professionals and click on law. Great. So we have website templates that are pertaining to law firms. So I'm just going to select this one over here, the very first one. I'll just click on it. And then before you continue with the demo installation, Astra will ask you to fix your custom logo and then do some customization. I'm just going to skip everything and then continue to the very last. So you can just choose a different color theme. So as I click on them, you see the preview. Great. So I can also choose fonts over here. Let me just click on continue. And then it's going to ask for some details. Just put your name and your email. And then I am a beginner and I am building a website for myself. And so if you want to receive newsletters from them, you just check this box. And so it's going to ask you to do some actions over here. It is what delete previously imported site. That is, if you have previously imported a website, so you have to check here to delete it. If you haven't done any importation yet, you can leave it as it is. Then you are going to import customizer settings. You're going to import widgets and then import content. So basically, we are importing an entire website onto our domain right now. So let me just submit and build my website. So when you click on it, it will install required plugins or plugins that are needed for the particular template which you selected to run well, to install all those plugins and then import the website for you. Great. So now we have our demo website successfully imported. Let's just click over here at the top right and go to our WordPress dashboard. Great. So now, as you can see, a new plugin has been installed. Let's go to our plugin section and see the plugins that have been installed now. So starter templates have been installed. Then WP Forms Lite has been installed. Those are the new plugins that came in as a result of importing the demo data. Now let's go to our home page and refresh. Great. So now we have a demo website successfully imported for us. And so if you are a lazy designer or one without integrity, you can keep this and then give it to your client. However, we are going to continue with the lesson. We will learn how to design the website from scratch. You are not going to copy somebody's design. You are not going to copy somebody's content. You are not going to copy somebody's style. You're going to learn how to plan your design from scratch and then how to implement it so that you can have something like this. But then you know that this isn't somebody's work that I have copied, but it's your work that you have created. So now over here, we have the demo data imported for us and everything is looking very, very, very beautiful. Everything is looking very, very, very beautiful. What you can do is go ahead and then make changes and then you have it. So those of you who are on the live server, when you get to this stage, kindly send me the link to your website so I'll check it for you. Those of you who are going to import the demo data. Those of you that are running on a local server, you just follow through the same process, but you cannot install the demo data without an internet connection. And so when you go to where we installed the theme, just come to appearance and themes, and then you go to add new. If you are running on a local server and you are not having an internet connection, you will not be able to see these themes because it is fetching directly from the WordPress library. And so what you are going to do if you are running on a local server is have an internet connection and you'll be able to install it. Another way to go about it is to come to wordpress.org. And then when you come to wordpress.org, just click on the search bar and then you search for the theme Astra. Great, so this is the Astra theme. Let me just click on it, and then you download it. So let me just download it. Great, so I have my Astra theme downloading right here for me. So what you're going to do is when you come back here, you just click on upload theme. So we can just go to choose file, then look for our download folder, then we can select our theme, open, and then click on install now. Great, so because we have already installed the same theme, it is now asking it says what theme is already installed, and so we can replace the new upload with the you can replace the old theme with a new one. So it tells you the difference. Now everything is the same, the versions are different, so you can just replace it, or you can just cancel and go back. In most cases, in most cases, maybe the new one you're uploading is of a newer version, so you just go to replace with current upload, and then it's done for you. If you have not installed Astra earlier as we did, you are not going to get that notification, so everything will just go ahead for you perfectly. One thing you should know about themes is that they come in two. We have free themes, and then we have paid themes. The same applies to plugins. We have free plugins and we have paid plugins. The difference is that with the free themes, you are able to create something, but you are limited. However, with the paid ones, they give you the full functionality, so you have a lot more freedom, you have a lot more to explore, you have a lot more to add to make your website look great and beautiful. The same applies to the plugins. They give you the free one, so you have access to limited features. But then when you go in for the paid one, you will be able to create without limitation. So that's the difference between free themes and paid themes. And so as I have stated earlier, in our next session, we are going to learn to plan our own design, how to set up your website structure, what colors to use, and then we're going to produce a very great design, one that is unique, one that is not someone's work that we are copying,